What's up, good people? I ain't been live in a little second. I gotta get back active for real. What's going on, good people? YouTube family, IG family, what's up with y'all, man? It's been a long, interesting week this week. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just glad that I'm through it. Shoot, it's at the bottom of the night on Sunday. I made it through it, man. There's been a lot of things happening this week, a lot of issues. So I don't really feel like doing a real talk live. I haven't had time to even look at the news or anything because I've been having literally too much motion going on down here in Nashville, man. So trying to make sure I can at least make sure I always represent my company first. You know, one man, one more landscaping, the one that actually changed my life, and just try to figure out a way just to make time for social media as well. But they're like, I could explain to y'all what's going on. I said, Takesha, what's going on, Miss Pernell? So, DH, what up, family? So, I know this week, bro, it's like been really, really hectic because everybody knows that I had Lauren was actually in town working with me all week from Red Dog. So, she's been down here all week, you know, getting able to see the day in the life of, one man, one more landscaper for several days. And she's been helping me out tremendously. We're doing a lot of film work, make sure I receive certain things that help me maximize my business. So it's been really interesting on building, that relationship right there. Just we just don't know where it's gonna go in the future, but we're working out everything, and I'm really positive about it. So. And I got a lot of clips up about, a lot of people want to see me, actually working with the equipment hands on. Nobody's ever seen me mow a lawn before. Nobody's ever seen me with a string trimmer in my hand, hedge trimmer in my hand, the blower in my hand to actually see me actually doing the work. I have a lot of material regarding it, a whole lot. And it's just in my discretion how I want to release it. So it's gonna be total different aspects the way y'all gonna be able to see me actually, land some zigzags and kind of get some type of idea on my approach that I take. So all this coming out in due time and just, taking on new customers, trying to figure out a way how I can get these most jobs squeezed in. A little back up on lawn maintenance because it just had too much stuff going on. I have not received old reliable back, so she's still in the shop because the transmission they sent me, what they ordered was a no good transmission. So they failed me some story and said that they'll have it, they'll have the situation resolved by this coming up Monday and Tuesday. So hopefully I get that resolved. That way I get the old reliable back and I can, because I can't really stretch my Ram truck like I used to because I just can't do it like that no more. You know what I'm saying? So once I get my old reliable back, then it'll be like literally business as usual, and I'll be able to actually do more work in a day's time and not have any worries. So, but I'm in a good situation now. I'm still in a good situation. I'm able to go out and still work and make some money, and I can't beat it. And it's gonna be a new addition to the team coming up. It's coming up week, man. My son is actually coming to help dad out in the fields, man. This is gonna be really interesting and exciting for me. You know what I'm saying? And I know he's probably a little nervous about it, but he's getting ready to come on board the one man, one more landscaping as a summer job while he's down here from school. You know what I'm saying? Son said he wanted a couple thousand, he wants some rats in his pocket. I said, I think dad can help you out on that. So he finna come work for me. So I'm excited about that coming up this week. So it's gonna be like literally, I just gotta, he can also help me with other aspects, that I need assist with, and I just realized that. So it's just gonna be exciting. This coming up week is gonna be really exciting where I can actually get back to normality on how I normally operate on a daily routine. Making more residential. Drop my commercials, making more residential. Hey, I've heard that a lot. What's it? Drew Tabars, bro. I've heard that a lot. For real. I've heard that dealing with commercial properties, they will, hold your money up. It's kind of hard for you to make payroll. Residentials, it's basically how you would like to be compensated. And it's more likely for them to compensate you faster with residential than it is commercial because it has to go through what's the word I'm looking for? Accounts payable. Whenever you're dealing with accounts payable, that's a whole nother process that's in place that you have to undergo before you receive either, direct deposit or, hard copy check. It just depends on, how you have it set up and, what you want pretty much. But I've heard that a lot. But this week coming up, man, I can get back to some type of normality. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always going to do my top of the mornings when I get up. That's just understood. I'm going to do that till I die. But I can get back to some type of normality on, getting up clips regularly instead of kind of letting them pile up. Because I had some storage issues with my phone, which I just received or purchased an external hard drive. And I'm going to get all of this stuff up off of here, but I'm not losing my content. So I just need to free up the actual phone space and transfer all my pictures and all this stuff over to the actual hard drive and then delete it all off the phone. It's gonna be the best way to do it because it's still in the cloud, but I'm just not gonna download it to the phone. I'm just gonna take brand new pictures and keep uploading to the cloud. That way I'm gonna have two safety measures in place, my hard drive and my cloud. So I'll make sure I don't lose none of my content and material that I worked so hard on for the last couple of years. So that's all that I pretty much been on. Like this week, just working with Red Dog. Appreciate Lauren for coming down, supporting the video clipping, with the material that she has sent me to help my business out. It means the world to me because it's one of the first companies that took opportunity to come out, vibe out with me, taking a chance on me. So, and it means a lot to me. So, and I believe a serious relationship has just been forged off the visit. So, and we'll see what happens in the future with it. But hey, you got to start somewhere. That's all I got to say. And I'm here for it. And just looking forward to just getting a good night's sleep, having a hammered out schedule. It's got to be a short day tomorrow because I got to go back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get some more lab work done tomorrow, just to make sure that I'm okay. Ain't nothing major going on. It's just from my primary care physician. She just want to just make sure that I'm all the way good. So I think I have another appointment scheduled for tomorrow that I have to go. And then after that, I'll be good to go. Then everything is back to normal. Then hopefully by Tuesday, I'll be picking up All Reliable. So with that brand new transmission, with that brand new engine I put in it last year, and she is ready to go for 3 to 4 more years. For real. Or if anything else happened, there's no way in hell that she's going to be in the shop for over a week's time. That's not even possible. It ain't nothing else they can break on that truck that they ain't already repaired as majorly. It's going to take them more than 2 days, a day to repair. So once I get this transmission done, it's over with. And I'm right back to no car, no nothing, which I don't have that now, but still. I get my main truck back so I can really push it to the limit and maximize my profit. So that's what it's all about. And we almost in line for the, the cups and everything that I got going on in the background. It's already almost lined up for all of this stuff to come out. Oh yeah, mine the 05 joint, bro. Put a brand new motor in it, brand new transmission. Transmission gonna be ready 2 days. I'm ready to go. That thing can go across the country if I needed to. And like I tell people, maximize your profits, man. Like it ain't no need to going out there getting a brand new truck because your transmission went up. And then all of a sudden, you're gonna have to make that payment for 4 or 5 years on that newer model truck you just got. And let's say you don't do as good as you would like to do. That truck note still gotta be paid. Let's say you have some mechanical issues on that truck. That truck note still gotta be paid. Let's say something awful happened in the household, things get a little tight. I mean, where it requires thousands of dollars to put towards it. Just know that truck note still got to be paid. They don't care about your problems or anything. I always think long term like that because I remember how it was when I had a truck note. and then things come up, and I'll be like, darn, man, if I didn't have this truck note, everything would be good to go. I remember that shit. So I'm not going back unless I absolutely am forced to where I know I can pay it off quick as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I do things. It ain't nothing against how everybody else do it. I can only tell you what I'm doing and just let you know how I'm winning out here for real. And maximizing everything. I ain't gonna lie. That's all that I'm on. My kids text me, they call me. The main ones I was concerned about for the day for Father's Day. And again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, whether you in their life or you're not in their life, because you don't know what them kids gonna turn out to be, and you was a part of it, whether you could see, whether you look at it that way or not, you was a part of it. So, and there you go. Hey, Brick Baby, I would let you in, bro, but I'm kind of like on I'm on multiple platforms right now, and I really can't let nobody in on one, or nobody else won't be able to see you. So I catch me in the top of the morning live, bro. Get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be live every morning. You're welcome to come in. So, or on my bottom of the night live during the week, like Monday through Friday, you welcome to come in, bro. Just come back, holler at me tomorrow, Brick Baby. For real, I definitely wouldn't mind meeting you and everything. I'm gonna research your account. But right now, it's kind of like a solo thing. Normally, I let everybody in, for real. Because I don't be minding vibing out with people. You never know what people do. This I'll be there every morning. Happy Father's Day. You all good? Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely good, bro. I'm definitely good. But yeah, just holler at me in the morning, fam. Like, we gonna get you in there. You come vibe out with me. Or tomorrow afternoon, bro. Just come vibe out. It'll be all good. He said, I just discovered your grass work today. It looks beautiful. I appreciate that, J Mister 713. J Meister. I don't know how you pronounce it. Hopefully I ain't destroying it too bad. I appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, I'm definitely one of the ones who takes real pride in my work. I'm talking about put everything I've learned behind every yard that I get on every time. And you have to mass produce yourself and mimic it every time you come back. So it's just part of it. So I'm drinking this coffee. I'm having a couple of hot flashes in here what it seems like to me. It ain't that hot in here, but I just been doing a little moving around. Messing with my dog for a little second. He always had me perspiring. See, could see that. It's an XI. Could see that. I don't know what that, man, what is like barbering the lawn. Man, what? Like a barber. Oh, yeah, I am that. Oh, no, you're not lying. And I'm finna get right. I think I want to try one more pattern before the year's over with. The grass is so deep green. I think I have one more shot at it, but I got to I have to do a method to erase the zigzags off of there. So 1 week, they just going to be a total different pattern, and I'm going to have to take my time and erase it because that stuff is so drilled in. It's going to take about a month to erase that zigzag off of there for real. That's why a lot of times when you do such a pattern like it takes a while for it to like to fade away. Especially with that fescue. It takes a while because it holds that pattern. Like you see, you literally cannot hide which direction you mowed the lawn on that triple blend fescue. For real. You can't hide it. Like it shows all my wheel marks on exactly how I mowed the lawn. It's just how. And why would I take that approach is the question. Because I know that curved side appeal on how it look is impeccable. For real. When like y'all don't understand, like y'all can see the clips on when the neighbors looking down on some of them yards, on how impeccable it was. Then even the yard in Hendersonville, like I know Red Dog Lauren, she actually had a chance to kind of actually engage and talk to some of my clients down here, and even my clients share with her that it's a lot of people that come down the street and they pause, or people just be looking at their yard like, what in the hell and why? Like, this is crazy. It looks so amazing. Like, it's a lot of individuals that really like to stop and just marvel at the work that they just see because you don't see that often. Like, you might see a mean set of stripes, a mean set of diamonds, but you ain't finna see nobody swerving in the yard the way that I'm swerving. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna see that. Because I know for a fact it ain't no lawn care guy that's gonna want to give it that much time to just take that much pride in his art for that outcome on how it's gonna look. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them saying that's a lot of 90-degree angles you're doing on their yard. That can be some tire ruts or something like that. I'm like, yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, I can see that. But for the outcome, and your clients love the, you know, the curbside appeal that brings, you think they go quick to leave me and go to someone else? Absolutely not. And I'm real personable with my clients. They all know me. So I really don't see it, fam. I really don't. But if they do, like, it frees up the time for somebody else to get in the slide. Give me an opportunity to go in another neighborhood and mimic what I know I can do. So it'd be cool with me. I ain't lying, but I be, you know, sometimes I look at the comments and I get a little entertainment by them. But then I go to some of the guys' pages, especially if they're in the lawn care industry. I go to some of their pages, I check out the quality of work, and I'll be like, okay, I understand. I understand. You know it and I know it. If I'm beside you cutting and you doing what you doing and I'm doing what I'm doing, which one your client gonna be paying attention to, me or you? That's all I'm gonna say. I don't do all the talking without showing my work. I'm just not one of those. For real. I don't say nothing about it, but I'm not him. No, I'm full disclosure on showing my after product on my work when I get through getting busy. Because I know how it's going to look. It's just what it is. It ain't no being cocky. I put in 15 years experience to know how to mimic, mass produce myself fast and efficient on all my yards that I take care of. Especially if they take the time out to put that treatment in their lawn, have their lawns aerated, overseeded, they putting that TLC in their lawn. There's no way in hell that they should be dissatisfied by a cut that ain't looking up to the standards that I feel like it should look at. For real. Because I get excited when I pull up to a yard and I know they've been treated and the client really takes care of. To put my more on there, mine? Oh, shit. So I pull up, I'm like, oh, they got fescue? I said, oh, man, I'm about to get nasty out here. I said, let me walk the ground and make sure there ain't no low-lying areas that's holding some water. And if it's dry, man, get out of here. And I hope it's a hill somewhere around there, too, because I'm going to take the hardest angle. I'm going to take the angle that I know the lawn care guys won't do because it's going to take them too long and they got to hurry up and get to the next lawn. I'm going to take that angle. And I'm going to take my time and make sure that I'm hella striped it up. That way, when they come back, the other lawn care guys, when they come back, they were like, dude, why? How? Why would he do such a thing? Yeah, to apply pressure on the block because I got access. Somebody gave me an opportunity and I had to let them know why they gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's just how I do things, bro. And I just look forward to, you know, see if I can keep on mass producing myself, keep getting up, keep staying in my own bubble. Don't go outside the bubble. Be mindful on who you let into your life because I know what type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? Just be real mindful on some stuff. Don't be in such a hurry to sign up for things. Weigh your options out. Make sure you got your protections in place and then run for it. Give it a shot. That's it. That's all I be on. Build relationships, constantly looking to meet new people in life. Because I just realized it hit me like a ton of bricks that everybody in the country, everybody in the world is a potential customer to you. So depending on how you respond, they might double back and you might run into them again. So just always understand that and know that everybody's a potentially, possibly a future customer of yours when you start something. So be mindful of that, how you treat people. I'm telling you, because people are not so forgiving out here in this country. I've learned that through my background. But they're not that forgiving. You literally got to beat the door down and literally shove it down their throat that you're a totally different person and you're not the same person. You literally got to force feed them that much, go up against the grain that hard for people to say, okay, it's changed. Other than that, people will always throw up your past against you like you can't change. I put it on everything. It's just how it is out here. And then as individuals in the world that's gonna double it down. Like, hey, you know, back in the day, he used to do this too. You need to be careful. I'm like, damn, man, it was like 10 years ago. You don't think the person is grown up by now? I mean, I'll be mindful, but I'm like, damn, what if I made a mistake? I don't want nobody to do me like that. I'm like, let me give him a chance. And then every time I give somebody a chance that somebody speak down on, we end up having the best relationship ever. Every time. Every time. I can't make it up. That's why I have some of the relationships that I have across, you know, the internet and, you know, in real life too. For real. He said, oh, definitely our potential customers down in South Florida. Man, that's real. It is. Especially, you just need time and experience to get your name known out there, regardless on whatever you're doing. You get the experience behind it because you can't cheat that. You need time. You need to keep going up against things. You need to make a lot of mistakes before you learn what not to do. Learn how to mass produce yourself the way you don't miss often. And then when you really get it and you self-sufficient, then you got to develop training manuals. So people that come and help you out, they can get through the process to mimic what the outcome work is supposed to be, regardless of what it is. It don't matter if you're food industry, service industry, everything. It doesn't matter. It's got to be some type of a training manual in place so they can mimic who it was that started the business out. Because if you don't have it in place, somebody will adapt their mentality running your company, and they will run it straight into the ground because it's not going in the direction that you started on and how you built your clientele. You let someone else run your business into the ground because if they can do it, they would have already did it on their own. But it's a reason why you received all them clients is because you finally start catching on and getting it in life. You got to be real mindful about who you allow to come help you out and build your dream. You got to be, I'm telling you, your business will crumble on the behalf of people that don't understand why they have to approach what you have built in the manner that you need them to be like to help the company sustain itself and continue to grow. You can't explain that to them or have it in such a way as the way they can adapt that philosophy or get or basically, yeah, adapt some of them principles, philosophies, your tactics, your methods on what you do. If they can't adapt that, listen to me, in such a timely manner that's up to your standard, then cool. But I'm telling you, when you're going into business, one of your main things is going to be about just people just showing up to work. So you got to be mindful of that too. Because if somebody will constantly show up to work, but they catching on slow, but they always there, I would rather give them more of a leeway in the past than somebody that hardly come to work, barely show up on time, but hitting it all full steams go when they get there. But you can't depend on them to pack the schedule up because you don't know, what the extracurricular activities they're going to engage in to where they can't come to work the next day. You got to be mindful of that too. I'm not gonna lie, I went through it, man. I went through a lot of guys to find the gems that I have with me that's helping me out. For real. Went through a lot of people. So because I understand there's no cheating. There was a lot of growth that I had to do, that I had to undergo being a business owner. You know what I'm saying? For real. Don't just, it's a give or take. Don't give too much. You know what I'm saying? It's principles and it's levels to it when you're on the top end and you have really built something. So, and it's like a true fine balance in that when you're trying to find good help. For real. And it's hard, but you won't receive them if you don't keep on looking. I just don't like people that say it's hard to find good help, but they're not actively looking for no good help. Because from my numbers, it's like 1 in 10. I hate to say that. You might go through 10 people before you find one that might cut the mustard. That's a effed up number to throw out there, y'all. But that's my number. It was 10 or 11 before I got my gym. So if I know, okay, I want another gym that could be 50% or more of me, I might got to go through 10 more people before I find one that actually really get it and can understand my mentality on how I need them to be to help grow my company and let them grow within the company. I might have to go through 10 more people before I get there. So it's just the way it is, man, for real. So you want your company to grow? Maybe I need to go through 100 people real quick and catch 10. That's all I need is 10 more. If I get 10 more, it's 50% of me or better. Shoot, I'm about to take off some stuff. I'm about to lock some stuff down. If I can teach them the concepts that I have, and I'm working on that material right now, and I can fine tune them, but they got the skill and they got the know-how on how to strike and how to edge correctly and how to dodge obstacles. I can fine tune them to where I get them up to my speed really quickly because they already have the mentality and the philosophies already down. It's going to be easy on that end. But just so hard to train from not knowing anything to get up to the standards because majority of my customers are so spoiled by my level of expertise. it's like a gift and a curse that I'm dealing with right now. So and I get it and I know it. It's just gonna be a little bit harder for me, but I can do it. I know I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna keep on going until I do it. But if I can just develop my training manuals to where I could get guys who are, because like I'm starting with my son to get him up to speed because he doesn't know anything about lawn care, anything. And I'm so glad I get to start with my own son and do this. So I get to basically work on my training methods on what he's having problems with and see about ways developing some type of process to solve it quickly. And I'm gonna do it my own way to solve it quickly. I'm not gonna look at nobody else what they did. I'm gonna do it my way. And then I'm gonna get him up to speed on each piece of equipment. Before he goes off to college, I'm gonna have him striping, edging, and everything that he needs to do. Before he goes back to college, he gonna be ready, for real. And so that way, when he comes back, he'll be locked and loaded. That way, he ain't gotta worry about going to get a summer job. Man, you come help out your dad and learn about how to run a business. You learn about how to build relationships in the community. You learn how to engage with your customers correctly. You learn how to budget your money. Look at the, the overall of everything. I want you to learn it real time with your dad. That's going to be a good situation for my son to be in. And I can't wait to give him all the sauce. Everything that I learned, I'm going to pour it into him every day that he's in the truck. Every day he's going to get a full-fledged. Full brigade on it. Pouring in it. Not lying to him. Why did I take this approach? Why did I do this? Pouring in him every day to where it's like it's making it a habit, drilling him every day. Every day, different scenarios why I took this approach. Why did I turn this wide in traffic? Why did I do that? Okay, why did I edge? Why did I go on the sidewalk instead of edging in the grass? Like, why did you take this certain approach? How did you forecast and have that already put to the side when this catastrophe happened? Like, darn. You see what I'm saying? With them seeing it with his own eyes on a hands-on approach, he'll be better to absorb it instead of somebody hollering, you need to do this, you need to do that. But you ain't actually showing them with a hands-on approach. That make any sense? You know what I'm saying? For real. That's how I'm trying to get down with mine. And it's like really going to start happening this week coming up. And I'm excited about it as long as he can hang in there. You see what I'm saying? Because I know we're getting out here with what I'm doing. There's a level of, I don't know how a way to describe it other than body breaking process that you have to undergo to build yourself back up and your tolerance to be able to handle what's to come with the summer heat. It takes a level of body breaking that you have to undergo. The guys that are in it, you used to it. Hey, you know what's to come. It's getting ready. It's about 2 or 3 weeks away to where we getting ready to get into the brunt of the summer. That's when the humidity sets in. That's when hydration is everything. That's when really taking care of yourself is everything out here, because one day, 2 bottles of water short, 1 bottle of water short, you know what's going to happen to you out here when you're playing with that heat. I'm telling you, the moment you start dehydrating and you start locking up where your muscles start cramping, your day is over with. And you can stay ahead of it. So I know in the summer, I recommend everybody you drink at least 2-3 bottles of water every night before you go to sleep. Before you go to sleep, for real. And in the morning, you start drinking water, but mix it with some electrolytes or something like that. If you eat a lot of fruit, cool. Eat you some fruit in between there. That'll actually help hydrate you as well. Add a little celery, some carrots, you know what I'm saying? Some fruit, some vegetables in there. That'll help you stay hydrated. Because the one thing that you always want to do, you always want to be able to urinate when you out in the fields. The moment that you stop urinating and your body does not feel like that it needs to pass urine no more, the traditional way, that's because you're expelling it through your pores. Okay, you're sweating so bad that your body will not even let you urinate. That lets you know you already playing with fire right there. You see what I'm saying? You ain't drinking enough water. I'm telling you, you ain't drinking enough electrolytes in that. Mix a Gatorade in every now and then, even though it's full of sugar. But damn it, you're going to need it because you need that energy to burn off real quick, especially if you really out there getting it by yourself. You need that sugar, for real. Your body going to turn it right into fuel. But just mix it in with a little water too. For real, I drink about 3-4 bottles of water. I add me a Gatorade or some type of refreshment like that to help kind of, put them electrolytes, and it's gonna be a little sugar in there. But it's okay if you burning it off. If you sweating like an NBA player in the fourth quarter, You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs, if you sweating like that, listen to me. Hey man, you need to drink a Gatorade or put something else in your system too, along with that water. For real, you gotta add something else in. Well, that's why I recommend eat some fruit. Eat a nice meal at lunchtime. Get some carbs in there. Don't overdo it. Get some carbs in there. Don't do the fried food because it's gonna weigh you down. It's gonna really have you toe down out there. You know what I'm saying? Add a couple of vegetables on that lunchtime or something. For real, but just make sure you stay hydrated, man, because there's no worse feeling that you can undergo than suffering significant hydration. I'm talking about when your legs are cramping up, your arms are cramping, you don't even know how you're gonna drive home because you done pushed it to the limit trying to make sure you get all these yards done. And it don't take long in the summertime to slip. I'm telling you, you might be 1 or 2 bottles of water away that you didn't engulf, and you down right now. For real. Down. And then it gets at the time of the year where like the sun is gonna wipe your energy all the way out. So it's gonna be even harder just to make it in the house, especially when you by yourself out there working. It's gonna get harder for you. You know what I'm saying? For real, because you got to get up early in the morning and get going before the sun come up. The best way to do it, you got to be out there early and you warm up to the sun. You can't think you go get out there at 9, 10, 11 o'clock and and it's supposed to be 95 plus outside. You was playing with yourself. You need to get out there at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning at the latest when it's still in the low 80s, upper 70s. You need to be out there in that. Then as the day goes by, don't get in that AC that fast. Let the window down and just let your body transition up to the heat. You can have the air on, but also have that breeze coming in from the outside. That way your body stays at that hot temperature so where it's regulating itself. Just drink a lot of water, for real. Because if you get in that cool truck and then you jump back out in it again, your body is going to bust out in the biggest sweat because it's got to undergo the same process again. You just starting the process all over again, for real. I'm telling you. All right, don't listen to me. When you cramping up and everything, remember I told you. Don't say you didn't hear from me. I'll try to warn you because I get cramped up 2 or 3 times a year and I know better. I know better. So I can only imagine the ones who trying to push it to the limit, how bad they body be feeling. For real. And I still get up the next day and push it to the limit. See if I can just work through it. I'll be hurting in the morning until I get going. But I hydrate myself so much when I undergo that. I eat a lot of watermelon, cantaloupe, and honeydew melon. I eat a lot of that stuff when I get dehydrated or strawberries, berries. I get the biggest bowl I could possibly find, and I smash it out, all that fruit. You know what I'm saying? My body don't expel nothing. Drink some water. A lot of water, and just get some type of a Gatorade or something like that. Just get it low sugar as you can, especially if you ain't out working, and guzzle it. Get your if you in dire need, get your 2 Pedialytes and guzzle them. Get them down with all that water on top of it, and you will hydrate yourself out. I'm just looking out for you because the heat is like literally 2 weeks away at the most, and then it's here until August, September. September is gonna be here. So. It's like going into the 3rd quarter of the season. So you just have to be ready when it's regarding the industry that I'm in. I've been doing it for too long. I know what this getting ready to do to a lot of people. Like, it's going to break you. You're getting ready to go up in clientele right now because the homeowners, they ain't going to be able to take that type of heat and maintaining that lawn, especially if they have the summer weeds in there. Because the only thing them jokers need is a drop of rain. Poof. It's a whole different ball game. For real, the summer weeds. That's the Dallas grass. The crabgrass. It's another type of grassy weed that grows up real fine, like similar almost to fescue. For real. That stuff grows quick. Fescue is getting ready to slow down tremendously when that heat starts settling in. So, Bermuda grass is getting ready to go crazy. So, because it loves the heat. But other than that, that's all I got for you. Hopefully, let me give y'all something lasting to go off on. This whole week I dedicated to cutoff week. Just make sure you cut people off that's been around you that ain't mean you no good in life. Hopefully a lot of y'all cut off people. It could have been your clients that's been taking advantage of you. Significant others has been taking advantage of you. Could be a lot of people in your life. Your friends don't want to let you see you grow. What up, Mobile Money? It could be just a lot of people in your life. Hopefully, that y'all took this week to cut them people off. You know what I'm saying? And kind of protect your own interests. You got to put the I in team sometime in your life. Just do it once. Get them people out of your life, man. It's gonna if you got history together, you're gonna feel uneasy in the beginning because that's natural human emotions. When you've been dealing with somebody for so long, you're gonna have regrets. But when you feeling them regrets, I want you to think about all the pain and the heartache and pain that you had to endure dealing with them people. I want you to think about all the situations that they put you in because they things that they created in their life, but they called you because you were so solid and you hold your friends down that you went running to try to help them out. Think about all of them situations that you was put in that you did not ask for it because you were solid and you was a friend. And you know what friendship really means. Think about all them experiences. Would they do it for you? Will they return that? Or how about this? Are they even in a situation to return the favor that you're doing for them? You gotta look at that too. See what I'm saying? For real. Look at that stuff. I had to make some difficult decisions in my life. You know what I'm saying? For real. And like I always say, it's nothing against anybody that if we're not as close as we used to be, but I had to do what I'm doing now to reach where I'm at right now. It's nothing against nobody. I had to take this approach and get in my own zone out to where I don't see nobody or their fucking problems. I'm just concentrated on what I have created and I don't see nothing else. If problems come in that I didn't arise because I take care of all my problems and they don't come with solutions to the problem, I don't want to hear it, man, for real, because that's your situation. I wasn't there when you signed up for it. Because if I was there, you wouldn't be in this situation. I look at things like that right now. And then I always tell myself, this is the mighty words that I ask myself, did they help me do anything to get to this point in life? That's the only thing you got to ask yourself. Anybody that you want to put on the fence and you're not sure if you want to continue hanging around in them or building a relationship with them, ask yourself this, did they help you get to the destination that you are in life? Or could you have got there without them? What type of importance have they built themselves up on relationship wise to where like it's worth it? You see what I'm saying? It should be some clear cuts, no questions asked. Yes, they help me. Yes, they hold me down. Yes, I can depend on them. If it ain't like literally clear cut and you gotta think about it, I'm not gonna say it, but you know what you gotta do. For real. And how you do it, it don't have to be sloppy. You can just politely just start increasing your self-worth, and just go off into the sunset. That's the only thing you have to do. It don't have to be a blow up or, animosity and all of that shit, because that creates a whole nother fiasco. Don't have to be like that, but if it is, so what, man? So you should be okay in time once you keep working on yourself. You will understand why you had to do it. Cause maybe you might look back and they might be still in the same situation while you have advanced. And then you will be like, wow, what if I hung around them? I might not be in my true potential right now, because maybe they was a crab in a bucket mentality that was talking me off the ledge when I was ready to jump into changing up for myself. May be the case. I don't know. I don't know how y'all situations is. I'm just throwing things out. How I was impacted. You know what I'm saying? Because a strong mind, even though it's toxic, but a strong mind will be able to convince you that they way of thinking is correct. For real. I'm serious. That's who you hang around. And if you have somebody around you that's reaching for the stars, that's doing really well for themselves, you're naturally going to want to reach for the stars. You're naturally going to start kind of having similar mentalities. Them the people you want to hang around. For real. As long as you not getting in your feelings, admiring what that person has worked hard to do, you will be okay. Because that admiring can turn to a deadly word. For real. It can turn into a serious word for real. And I see a lot of this shit really happening where it can turn into some potential envy. And then that's when that jealousy shit'll start coming in. You know what I'm saying? And that's a really, really dangerous. Ugh. And you got to be able to identify that as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many levels to it that you go keep on every day of your life. Like people go come in and out of your life. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be able to weed the right people in and out. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't shut down and be like, I'm not fucking with no new people. I'm only rocking with my day ones. You are standing still, and it's your own fault by thinking like that. For real. Unless your day ones, y'all all are progressing to where y'all thousandaires, getting ready to turn into 100,000aires, and then y'all on y'all way to millionaires. If they not like that, or not even trying to get like that, and they cool with just where they at, where they're at in life, but you go not rock with no new people and hang out with your day ones. Hey man, how can you expect to make it don't even make sense. For real. I used to think like that. I'd be like, damn, I see why you were going over. For real. But all of the ones I used to hang out with, like everybody's pretty much doing really well for themselves right now. It just everybody had to take different approaches. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's okay. It's just levels to it, man. You just have to understand it for yourself. That's it. Because my approach is going to be different than yours. I don't know how to even a clear way to say it to you other than that. So that's pretty much what I got for you tonight. Hopefully that hit the right people that needed to hit it. That way you know that, you know what I'm saying, like everybody's got to go through it. Hopefully I might have tapped on some situations that a lot of people are going through. To just know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. You can make the decision for yourself. It's going to be all right at the end of the day. For real. Life goes on. You build something, you put the time in, you get your experience, nobody be able to take it away from you. You can finally be yourself and let your mask down that you have to wear on these 9 to 5. And you would do wonders in the world, for real, when you can actually be yourself everywhere you go and not have to worry about anything because they're just naturally you. You can do that and keep growing in life 1% better than the day before, just 1% better than the day before. Give yourselves 2 or 3 years with that new mentality, and you start a business with it too, and you go up the ups and downs of that. By the time somebody come out of college with a 4-year degree, you're gonna have a profitable business. And if they gracious enough, to get through school without any student loans, cool. You, on the other hand, you ain't gonna have no loans. Or if you got business loans, they hit differently when you already a cash cow for yourself. It's easy to pay it off. Instead of you got to start from the ground up and then, because it ain't no cheating experience. So when you get out of school, you go get the job that's in your field, guess what they're going to tell you? I'm looking for somebody with experience. Oh, I went through all this school, then you tell them I need experience? Oh, curveball. Woo, they done hit you with a slider coming straight out of school. They want somebody with experience. How do you get your experience? You got to take the first opportunity to come down the pike straight out of school because you did years behind. Then you can kind of get to where you need to get to. What up, Big Will? But if you start a business, you work on yourself, find out the ins and outs, what your weaknesses are. Just start a business. The business is gonna teach you everything you need to know about yourself. It's gonna tell you where you're weak at, the things you need to work on. You go through that process, 2, 3, 4 years. You just grinding, work your 9 to 5, lose sleep, fuck it. Work your 9 to 5, work a little bit at your business. 9 to 5 business. Sooner or later, it's gonna catch up. When it catch up and you start looking at work, man, I can make more money on my own. When you start having them thoughts, you're on your damn way. When you come to that crossroad, like, except I was forced into the crossroad through decisions that I made. But one thing I did do, I bet it on myself. I picked myself. For real. I didn't pick the 9 to 5. I didn't pick the streets. I picked one man, one more landscaping. And I was born. And that's why I'm before y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? So when you get into that crossroad, when you're in business for yourself and it's starting to catch up to your 9 to 5 because you done lost time, sleep, family time, all of this shit's going to go out the window when you're really trying to build something. For real. Because if it doesn't, it's going to delay it even longer. If you hit it full steam ahead, you might get cheated by two. You might only take you 2.5 years to build it before you at that crossroad, maybe even a year if you really want it. 1 year, you would be at a threshold of where like you would easily surpass your salary. You just need time and just have some type of an avenue on what you can approach, how you can do it to get there. That's it. And then from that point, you just need experience. You just need experience. You just got to keep throwing yourself out there and just take on as many customers that you could possibly take on. Take on the bullshit customers, the good customers. You need to go through all of them processes to learn what you could deal with as an owner. And then from that point, you will start getting established. The bad customers will refer you to the good customers. Every bad customer that I done received, I have received 4 or 5 good customers off of that bad one because I was in the area. In the beginning, sometimes you got to do what you don't want to have to do to get your experience up so you can do what you want to do. I don't know how else to say it, man. You're going to take care of a lot of people. You're going to be servicing a lot of people, just whatever you're doing that you don't want to in the beginning. Until you build your confidence up about yourself, you get so pissed off that you're getting taken advantage of. You get so pissed off that you're not making the type of money that you need to be making for putting in the work that you're putting in. You have to endure that and go through it. That way you get so pissed off. And if you're anything like me, you'll use your anger in a productive way to make change within your business so it don't happen again. That's how I did. Instead of getting mad and actually going out, I said, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm changing up everything right now on the spot because I can. And we doing it like this from here on in. I ain't dealing with that no more. That's exactly what I did. Exactly what I've done. So, but it took me going through it and just realizing, like, dude, you got it. Like, bro, I'm looking at other companies it's just a fraction of my skills. I'm like, how are they? See, you know what? It's because they're confident enough to charge it. But you got the work to back you up. I'm like, so all it took was a little bit more confidence. See, I said, okay, now I'm in the mix. Now I really understand. So, and I'm just growing every day and just trying to structure it the right way. But now I'm at a threshold where like I'm in a great situation to be in, to where like I got a waiting list is building faster than I can even think about solving. You know what I'm saying? The supply and demand chain. I'm at the crossroad of the supply and demand curve. If anybody took economics, it's only one of me. The demand is high. The supply is in limited demand. The only way the curve can meet is with the prices. Damn, for real. So it's crucial. It's crucial. But like I said, this is a good situation to be in to try to figure out. I'm not complaining about it. I don't get overwhelmed by it. Bro, it's just what it is, man. Like, it's really happening for me right now. So, what horsepower your zero turn on? I'm not sure really. I have to research the engine. I think it's like 29, 30 horsepower, something like that. It's something like it. It might be above 30. I don't know. I know the damn thing is strong. It'll have to be some serious grass. Some serious wet grass for me to get it bogged down. How old and how did you start? I think I was 15 years. Hold on. Yeah, literally. I started when my daughter was like 1 year old. She was getting ready to turn 1. She finna turn. She about to flip over 15 right now. Yeah, she was about to literally turn one, and then I used to have to cut our duplex that me that me and me and their mom stayed in. I used to have to cut the duplex, and then all of a sudden I had some lazy neighbors, so they was tired of cutting the grass. So they told me, "Can you cut the grass?" Boom, there was another customer. Cool, little $25. Then another neighbor up the street saw me cut a couple of yards. Boom, she hit me another $25. So I was like, "Ah man, I'm winning right here. A cool little $50 pop. I gotta cut my lawn." Then I so happen to go to work and tell them, "Man, I'm cutting some lawns on the street. Can you come cut my grass?" I'm like, "Damn, okay, yeah, I can come through." Had to load up the Home Depot special. Loaded up the Home Depot special, Detroit built self-propel. Loaded it up in the Malibu with my straight shaft Echo Home Depot special. My handheld Home Depot special Ryobi blower. I loaded up in that 07 Malibu and I was rolling. I was going to cut like 3 or 4 more yards out the back of the Malibu. I'm making like every 2 weeks. I'm bringing an extra $200, 200 some dollars. I was like, shit, okay. I kept growing. Next thing I know, I had 10. I was push more. Some prices got to 30, 35. I thought I was winning. Got me a commercial more along the way. You know what I'm saying? Through somebody at the job, found out I was cutting out serious. I went and bought the mower for $700, $800. My first branded belt-driven push mower. Belt-driven walk behind. I went and bought that joker, $700, $800. Didn't even have a trailer first. I bought the mower first. Went and rented the trailer at Home Depot to go pick it up from my guy Johnny. I had traffic backed up about 50 cars one direction, 60 cars the other direction because I come back the trailer in the driveway to get the mower. I'm talking about I had it so jackknifed out there, I couldn't even make it up. For real. Got that mower, used to have to go rent a trailer from Home Depot just to pull it to go make some money. So I get more clients. Bro, then I bought a truck. Bought Old Reliable to pull my first trailer. Now then I had another truck. Like an old Acura truck that the family had around the house. I just tinkered with it, got it back running. I'm driving my trailer. Bro, I done went through it, fam. Like, it was a true glow up. I ain't gonna need lie. It was a true growing process, man. For real. And then I got my 6-foot trailer. Got my 6x12 trailer. I thought I was in there. Got my little Cub Cadet, 0 turn. Still had my Bradley. I was all right. Then I so happened to stumble on the belt-driven X-Mark. Yeah, stumbled on that belt-driven X-Mark, dog. I thought I was in there. When I got that X-Mark, I was like, goodness, I got the one finally. Yeah, 36 inch. Then I ended up getting me another 36 inch hydro, a better hydro, 36 inch X-Mark. Saved up some good bread. Went and bought that for my first 52 inch X-Mark. You know what I'm saying? He cut me a deal because he knew I was growing and busy. Cut me a mean deal. Got that more. I say 2 weeks later, after I got the more, I almost cut my finger off. This one right here, I almost cut it off. 2 weeks after I got that walk behind, I almost cut my finger off. Couldn't even really use it. Down for 2 months. Really, I was down for 6 weeks. It was supposed to be 2 months, but I pushed it to the limit. My brother Daryl Holmes, he in the room right now. He can validate for that. Because he was looking at me like I was crazy. I was like, nah, bro, I'm cool. I'm cool. I just got to wrap it up. I put it on everything. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Went through that. Got to use the mower for about like a month and a half at the end of the season. Had to struggle through that winter time because all my winter money went to get my finger repaired. Everything I had went. You know what I'm saying? It was just it was a journey for me to get here. And then I just kept accumulating things, man. I worked that first 52 inch X-Mark walk behind. I worked it like I had everything with me. I'm talking I put some significant hours on it to where I had so many things replaced on it. It's got a brand new engine on it and everything right now. And then kept accumulating. Got my 0 turn, got my 60-inch Laser Z. And then this year, now it was last year, I got a better 36 inch, a new school 36 inch, got me a newer 52 inch, got me a bigger trailer. I got a bigger trailer when I got my 0 turn. I just upgraded everything except my 0. So now I got a backup for a backup right now. Got trimmers, backup for a backup on trimmers. Got 2 trucks, 2 trailers, to everything except a zero turn, but I got access to a zero if I need it. I got access to everything if I need it if I don't have it. So, man, I built this shit up, man. Can't make it up. Blood, sweat, and tears. For real. That's just my story in a nutshell. Just summed up real quick. Yeah, but I started like most guys start with a Pushmore out the back of his car. Until I seen I had the vision. I passed by guys with these big ass trucks with all these mowers on there. And I'm looking at them like one day. Then when I had my little beat up mowers and they used to come by me, I think they laughing at me and shit. Looking at my little setup, they laughing. I'm like, all right, one day. All right, it's coming. I'm gonna get all of this shit y'all got. Except the equipment I wanted was that Exmark shit. I needed that Exmark, bro, because we got these heels down here. And I know what I seen them striping up against some heels. I know what I need. I knew what I knew then. So I got what I knew that I wanted. I got the brand that I always wanted. So, and I don't never knock nobody else's brand, but I'm Exmark to the heart, man. Ain't paying me shit. It's just my brand of choice. You know what I'm saying? I'm Red Max to the heart. Red Max weedies, Red Max trimmers, Red Max blowers. I got an Echo because it's just too light. But other than that, I'm Red Max and I'm Exmark to the heart. For real. So if anybody asks me what you run, I'm running nothing but Exmark. For real. I got a Toro Time Master because that's probably the best Pushmore that's light and you can really maneuver it around real well. So, and I like it for that. So, but other than that, if it's my brand of choice, bro, I'm running the Exmark every time. It's just me personally because I know what that mower can do. And I know how to operate everything that they have to offer. So, it's just my brand of choice. But everybody else, you know, they like their Skag. People like their Ferris. They like their mowers, and it ain't nothing against them. It ain't, I don't know, but if you come on, I'm Exmark. I'm Exmark. You know what I'm saying? For real. And you know it's strictly the big Red Max Energy. For real. And ain't nothing against Steel. Not all of them are great brands, but my thing is what I tell people, what type of relationship do you have with the service company that does all the service on your equipment for when the worst case scenario happens? Can you get your equipment in and out, or will they hold your mower or any piece of item that you need to sustain your business where they hold it off for 2 weeks to a month? I can't stomach a 2 week to a month period. I can't stomach it. That's why I have Exmark, because they have a different type of policy. Maybe it might not. Maybe it's just my relationship that I have. Maybe it's the people around me relationship that we have because we've been going there for so long. But they don't hold my mower like it. You know what I'm saying? They don't. It'd be like it might have to wait maybe a day on the part, a couple days on the part, then the thing is right back. But if I need a mower that bad, I just go to the rental place. That way I'm renting the same mower that I have, so I'm not missing a beat. Or better yet, I have a backup for all my mowers. Or better yet, if my backup, it ain't up to sheep or I need another zero turn, I'm just finna call my brother Daryl Holmes. He finna tell me, bro, come get the other zero. And I'm finna go get that other Exmark. Relationships. I'm finna keep it moving. For real. Like when you build it up like that and you got the right people around you, especially if they're in the same industry, they won't let you fall down, especially when you really trying. If they do want you to fall, it's because they was a hater the whole time and you need to see that for yourself. If they wouldn't even reach out to help you, you need to see that for yourself. That way you can get away from them and they can see when you get out of that situation, you're going to be better than them. Like for real. You need to see that shit. So, and I don't worry about that. I got people that's built up around me, and I got the relationships in my city, Nashville, that I'm gonna be okay regardless. And another thing that I have in my favor is because of the social media is doing really well, and I can do better things for some of these companies and things down here in Nashville right now. So I could put them on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? It's because I put in so much time and hard work in what I've been doing. So it's kind of like getting at some different type of levels that I didn't realize that it was going to be possible. So I'm with Skag because I built the relationships with our local Skag dealer. Facts fam, normally the same day where they text me, hey, more is ready to me, and that's where the value comes in. Facts, bro, got solid. And then the last year they kept saying they can't figure it out what's wrong with it. And oh well, even under warranty. Yeah, bro, it be like it sometimes. Mobile money, Zay. It be like it. But that's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just glad I got like newer model mowers. Like they just I take it in there, man. They'll diagnose that junk on the trailer. Like I get Robert to come out the Exmark dealership, man. He go Hey, John, it's just the wire, man. The wire can't. I was like, Robert, how the hell would I know? You know what I'm saying? He said, man, we'll just fix it real quick. Hang on. You got time? We'll fix it real quick. So it just be like that. I'm finna reach out to Gravely directly. It's 2024. Oh yeah, bro. You just probably got like it's something going on with it just stupid. How do you prepare mentally for tough jobs and how many clients you got? Well, I've been in it so long that I will look at it from the outside because I understand you just have to get to working on it. And it won't be as hard as what you think once you get into the meat of it. That's what I find out. So if I feel like it's gonna be a tough job, I just want to go on and get it off the books as soon as possible. So I'll try to attack it. You know what I'm saying? Just do one thing after another in the yard, and it'll get done over time. Like everything will be perfectly get done. Now how many clients I have? I think I'm tinkering with 90 right now. 90 and like 3/4 of them are weekly. So which is oof. It could get challenging. It's all I can say. It's getting challenging, but it's okay. And I'm doing more landscaping than I've ever done in previous years, so it's cool. So one time the owner let me take his own Tiger cab, but you're 20% correct. It's all about relationship. Yeah, man. Cause you be surprised, man. Sometimes your clients have some. And like, cause I know I had a couple clients when my first truck went down. Like, John, I got a truck. Man, you can use that. But then just like, okay, if I get that truck and something happen, then I'm gonna be responsible for 2 trucks. So it's like a give and a take, man. Sometimes you can't do it because it might turn into another catastrophe. You know what I'm saying? It just depends, bro. It just be you just gotta kind of just, it's just deal with it, man. But you can't let your business just go in the water though. You gotta find a way to just keep it going. That be the hard part. And until you solve all the problems along the way that prevented you from getting to the job, like getting extra moors, extra trucks, two of everything, and you will learn the hard way. And you will learn, and then just be better. Like you gotta go through it. You gotta go through it. Learn money management, how to manage your money better, so you have to when them catastrophes happen. You just gotta make it to the shop and get it fixed. They gonna bust your head, but that's okay. You still in business. Convenience is a major thing here in the United States. You can get anything you want in the country for a convenience fee. They'll give it to you. And I don't mind paying it if it keep my business going. I don't mind paying it. Worst client experience. Uh, Man, I have so many. Okay, let me tell you about this one. This one to get you right here. This, okay, I did some hedges for a lady. It's in a pretty nice, well-off part of town. Nice, very nice home. Home probably worth over probably $1 million right now. I did some hedges for this client, and I already because the hedges was crazy. I probably could have charged. I think I charged her like maybe like 175 to do. Like it was like maybe 5 to 6 gigantic hedges that I trimmed. Maybe three, maybe like 10 small ones. I probably could have charged like $400 or $500. I think I probably hit her for about maybe 165, 170. She told me that I was taking advantage of her. That she told me, this is what she told me. Don't take it personally, but she told me you give black people a opportunity, they try to take advantage. This is what she told me. I was like, okay, this is what I want you to do. Just pay me what you feel like that the job is worth. The lady wrote me a check for like $110. I took it. I won't go argue with her. I won't go say nothing about it. Okay? I do like at least I'm gonna walk away with something. You know what I'm saying? But that same lady tried to call me back out there again and do that. And she was on to never do any more work forever in my life. And I think I was able to have a conversation when I told her, I said, I made sure that you didn't get taken advantage of. And I told you to pay me what you feel like my worth is. But I never get taken advantage of. So I can't come back. And that's normally how I do. Or clients will go off into the wintertime on me like for 3, 4 cuts. and they won't pay the bill until they need me again for the springtime. I've had that happen a lot because I'm so busy just making sure I get my schedule done when I wasn't on top of all my payments. And they bill get added up, and then they say they got me, they got me, they got me. And then it goes all winter, crickets. And then all of a sudden the season come in, and they want to pay me. And I'm like, hell no, you owe me that money, but I'm never touching your yard again. And I'm like, dude, you don't want no job in America pay you like that, but you go treat me like it. So I had a lot of experiences like it where people just didn't pay me, people still owe me, to where like it really changed my perspective on how I take my payments and how I concentrate and make sure that payments don't get backed up. Now, if we invoice people and they don't respond to the invoices, dude, services get suspended immediately. But the only problems that I've been having here of late is the new people who just got in with me, which that makes me rather nervous. So about taking anybody else from online and shit like that without getting paid first. Because that way they could be more invested in me. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm gonna make sure payment, all the new people, they're gonna have to pay up front. They're gonna have to be invested in me first before I even take the opportunity. Then once I see that they real deal, then we can move to like you can wait till I build you. But in the beginning stages, bro, I'm not going. Cause I don't have to. And we got one time to send that invoice, and it come time for me to cut their yard again, and they will be skipped, and they will be a reinstatement fee, like all the other companies do when they cut service. When the water company cut your service, you have to pay a reinstall fee. When you let your cell phone bill go off, guess what? They're gonna hit you with a $35 per line reactivation fee. Everybody does it, so why not me as well? Because I look at it like this: if they work a 9 to 5, they would never let their job get away with them going to work for 40, 80 hours a week, and it comes payday, and their check is not in their account. There's no way they will allow their job to do it. So, but instead, they'll do you like it. So, and I'm looking at these individuals like you're not allowing the door to go both ways. Or what I like to tell people, especially the individuals who try to talk you down on your price, I say, okay, where do you work? Okay, you work you work a job, nothing against it. I'm gonna say I'm gonna put you $60 an hour. Would you leave that job with your financial obligations that you have on your plate, your car note, your house, your kids' tuition, whatever you got going on? Would you leave that job and do the same job that you do there and make $30 an hour when you used to get 60? Would you do that for that company there and go work for another company that really needs you, that want to talk you down, to get you to do the same work that you used to get $60 an hour, but they want to pay you 30? Would you do that and limit your financial obligations to go do that for that person? Guess what they would say? Oh no, then why the hell are you expecting me to do it then? You wouldn't do it, but you want me to do it. But this is how I feed my family, like you go to work and feed your family. But you want me to take the cut, but you won't take the cut. I said, does it make sense? The door gotta swing both ways, so no, I'm not going. That's when I have time to just like kind of, because sometimes people tickle me with the talk down, and I have to, I have enjoyment breaking it down on why I'm not going. So, and I let them know that, and 9 times out of 10 they say, my bad, go ahead, man, I'll pay it. Like I never had somebody break it down to me like that, to where I didn't know that's what I was doing. Cause a lot of people, they so instilled like, oh man, I ain't finna pay that. That's too high. That's too high. But okay, check this out. Would you take a pay cut from your job to do the same job that you doing and take less because they thinking they paying you too much money? You wouldn't let that shit go down. But you try to regulate everything around you and make it go down, but you can't receive it yourself. That's why all clients are not for you. Because them same people, if they got into business for themselves, they will realize that they won't do business with the same people that they are. They wouldn't even want to do business with. Because they'd be like, dude, they always trying to get a deal. Or this, and the third. They wouldn't even do no business with. For real. I'm serious. I've learned that in business, that's why all clients are not for you. You will align yourself with the right ones the moment you get in the game. You won't go into the game with the good clients. First, it's just not going to happen. The good clients are already getting taken care of. The good clients are already paying their way, and they got guys that's taking care of. So how do you get the good clients? How do you get them? Your skills. Your skills will get you there. Are you taking it more? Are you going overboard with your stripes? You going overboard with your edging, your technique? Because there's lawn care companies left and right that's all around me. The moment they miss, guess who they coming to? Sean Crowley. One man, one more landscape. They have truck problems. Something comes up in business that I was there and I went through it. Guess who they gonna come to? John Crowley. One man, one more landscape. Let's say they get out of business. They ain't even doing them no more. Guess what? All them clients who see me coming every week, or when I'm supposed to be there, I'm there. Guess where they gonna come to? John Crowley. One man, one more landscape. Why would it happen like that? Because I stayed in the game and withstood it all. That's why. That's how. It ain't no cheating. So that's how I was able to get there. That's why I get what I'm asking for when I come, except the new people. It's always the new people that try to talk me down. It's always the new ones. The people that's been with me for a while want to give me an increase. They don't have no problem paying me more money or adapting to how I am. They have no problem with this. It's these new people that is starting to really get to me. For real. They have forced me to change up my whole policy on some of their mentalities and philosophies that they live their life by. And I'm not going anymore. Don't have to. So in saying all of that, it's gonna be another redemption. It's gonna be another period that's getting ready to come up to where like I gotta clear some room out because I got some great business opportunities on my plate right now on the waiting list, and I have to make time for them. So it's just what it is. Either I'm gonna take a pay cut and go do that, or I want to go for the increase of all increases and go do that. Am I gonna take a pay cut or go for what I've been working my ass off to get in my life over here? What am I gonna do? I'm going over there. Are they gonna blame me? They may, but I'm still going over there. You see what I'm saying? Until I can get everything established the way I need to get it established, so I might can take it all with me and go over there. It's just levels to how I want to do it and how I see myself growing. Because guess what? This is my business. This is how I get down. These are my relationships I built up. Ain't nobody else's. How these other people got there or how they shape me and trying to tell people what they need, man, get it, man. That's gonna happen for you like it. It's your methodology. It's gonna happen to you like it. For real. Mine is unique to my path. For real. That I'm constantly talking about and showing y'all what I'm doing instead of doing all this talking on the sideline and ain't showing no real ins and outs how you really like it in the fields. Just doing all this yapping, man. For real. And I don't ever say nothing. I don't. It ain't for me to say nothing. I can just continue to just lead by how I'm leading by example and just let them do them and just keep on flipping that camera around and showing that real deal quality work while I'm articulating my own spiel and how I see it. Like, such as the hieroglyphics, the Bruce Leroys, you know what I'm saying? For real. Them glow rods out there, them thunderbolts, whatever you want to call them. We'll do call them the piano keys. I heard them mention it. You know, there's a couple other names out there. You know what I'm saying? For real. Stripe City used to call him the glow sticks before he turned into the big man. Now he barely get in the trucks right now. It's so many, you know what I'm saying? It's just so many different ways you can literally articulate and describe your work, and you don't have to be universal like everybody else. You don't have to do it like it. You can be yourself. You don't have to put on the mask just to get in with people. You be yourself and you create your own lane. I watch too many people I look up to that was they self and they stayed the course. Even though a lot of people tried to get them to change, they never did. They stayed the course and they saw their own vision come true. I look up to them type of guys. That's why I never changed up unless I was wanting to. I never changed up. I always was the same. I probably stopped some habits on here, but I always been the same. Ain't never changed it for nobody until I seen it for myself that I wanted to change. Then I made the change. I ain't never do it for nobody else. For real. And I'm in lawn care and landscape. It's something that I'm doing that ain't never been done before. Ain't nobody ever really just did it like how I did it. It's some brand new. It's still getting tested because I'm the one that's in the driver's seat testing the shit. So, but until then, I appreciate y'all tapping in. I've been over here for an hour, 15 minutes. I just want to do 30 minutes, but what I said, it was supposed to get said in that moment. Like everybody knows, this gets uploaded to everything because people will listen to it tomorrow. I appreciate everybody rocking with me and just bear with me, stay with me because this week I'm finna get back on my routine and make sure I get this material up that I do every day and just show people what when you take some seriously how to grow right before your eyes and y'all go witness this growth from me when y'all witnessed it last year from the people that's been on me from the beginning to what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? For real talk. So, and I'm going to continue it on in my own lane, doing my own thing, walking to my own beat because I know you will do more in life if you can align yourself like it. You will be a better person. Your business will go up. It'll be people want to get around you because you just got something and you just working the hell out of it. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's all I got for y'all tonight. I appreciate everybody again, the new people who tapping in with me. Thank y'all, man. Hey, look, y'all about to enjoy a show until I die. For the rest of the year, y'all finna see a true influx of life, relationships, and everything that I could possibly build to help me get there. So that way, hopefully I can just teach a lot more people just to actually just embrace themselves and be themselves. You know what I'm saying? And stop wearing these damn masks for these people out here that really don't care about them. You know what I'm saying? They really want you to fall in line and be like, and just conform. You don't have to. There's a new wave that's getting ready to come through where people ain't got to conform no more. And it's really happening right before people's eyes, whether they like it or not. It's going to be a whole nother wave that's coming through, and I'm seeing it. I'm just so happy to just kind of be a part of it, just to be 100. But like I said, appreciate y'all for tapping in. I appreciate the Happy Father's Day. Kids call me. It always makes the day that much sweeter. So I'm just looking forward to tomorrow, and y'all stay with me to the top of the morning, and we'll think about some other things that we could do during the week to, kind of hold everybody accountable, to just make better decisions in life to that way we all can grow together, hopefully. That way, if I look up, it might be, 100 or 300 or 400 new businesses get ready to start off the ground, man. And I'll be like, damn, that's real. That's exciting. They say they about to start their damn journey for real. But again, appreciate y'all again. Y'all stay with me to the top of the morning. All right, YouTube, appreciate y'all tapping in. And I'm out.